Hey crafters, I'm Daniela with DD's Art Workshop. If you like staying on a budget and DIYs, this channel is for you. Today's DIY is part of the Easter Around the World with irreplaceable, irresistible, unmistakable, remarkable, best of the best creators. Join us to have a chance to win 4 huge giveaways. More details in the description below. Make sure to check out each creator, each video, and comment our secret word for a chance to win. Let's jump right in and let's get crafty. Our first DIY is this carrot wreath. I found this wreath form at Dollar Tree and I had this burlap thick ribbon and I purchased it at Walmart. I will make sure to link it in the description below. All I'm doing is I am folding my ribbon in half and I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing from the bottom up. So we're gonna turn our wreath form over. I'm gonna add a little bit of hot glue and I'm gonna start wrapping my carrot. I don't know the exact thickness of this ribbon, but I'll go ahead and put that in the description below as well. And also guys, what I really love about this wreath is that it's so simple, but it looks so beautiful. I was gonna go another route, but I thought this one was much simpler, cleaner, and stick around to see the final results. Make sure to really tighten your ribbon, and I decided to add a little bit of glue on each corner. That way it's just more secure, and it won't fall off. So I really liked how this is attaching to the wreath. So this is what worked for me. Make sure to keep watching. Okay, and let's slow this part down so you can see me finish the wrapping of my carrot. So all I'm doing is I'm cutting my ribbon where I think it's the right spot to finish off, and I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of glue on the back. Make sure you can't see the glue, and of course make sure you end in the back because you don't want this to show, you don't want this to be in the front. And now we are ready to move along to our leaves, to the top of the carrot. I'm going to be using a little bit of green felt. I'm tracing the top of the carrot. I should have maybe done this in the beginning, but it's okay, it still works. I'm cutting that part out and I'm going to be gluing to the back portion of that little wire part. I had this little bit of greenery in my craft stash. I had actually a couple of these, and all I'm doing is I am removing them from the stems. They have these little bunches at Walmart. I believe they are 99 or $2. 99 cents, sorry, or $2. And I love it because the little bunches are so full, but I only had a few left. But that's okay because I made it up with other little greenery I had. So I'm just going to be using all of these to glue it down to my felt, and make sure you cover it up nicely so you can't see the wire or the felt. When we're done with this, you're not even going to be able to see that back portion, guys. Now let's go ahead and speed this part up so you can watch me glue all this greenery down so it completes the final look. You guys, and have y'all found these wreath forms. I regret just getting one, y'all. I hope they still have more. I'm gonna have to make another trip this week because I have another idea for it, and I just didn't want to get more because I wanted to leave more for the other people, and I didn't want to just to sit there in my craft stash. But I think I'm gonna have to make another trip, y'all. Now I had this very pretty green and bright ribbon at home, and I just decided to do a really basic little bow and nothing fancy, but it just adds that very cute detail, and it just makes the whole look come together. And I am loving my carrot, y'all. It looks crooked here because of the camera angle, but I'll show you guys the final look, so stick around, y'all. In a few seconds I'll show y'all what it looks like. Personally, not gonna add anything to hang this wreath with because you can just hang it from the side wire just like I am doing here. And this is the final look. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I am loving the color of this ribbon for this DIY. Moving along to our second DIY, we will be making a Dollar Tree Easter tic-tac-toe. I found this adorable tic-tac-toe at Dollar Tree for $3 and I am loving it. I want the little board to have a stained look, and I've already pre-made this mix. It is water and I've diluted acrylic paint. You can use a dark brown or mix lighter browns with black until you get the color that you desire, and it should look just like this. And I love it because it really looks like stained wood. Go ahead and look at my other videos where I slowly explain this process. You can see my Frida video. You can also see another Easter video that I've done this with, but I'll go ahead and link those in the description below so you can go ahead and check those out so you can see how I do this little mixture. I want this tic-tac-toe board to look rustic, so I'm going to be using this chalk paint in the color Whisper. Now I have this paintbrush that has very thick bristles, and it's going to be perfect for this look because I want it to look rustic and I want it to look kind of like it's washed off, you know that look? I don't know if I'm saying that word right, but anyway, in Texas, some of us love country, some of us love rustic look. We like that country home vibe. Well, not all of us, but at least I do. We love our boots and all of that stuff. So I do want to give this little tic-tac-toe a farmhouse rustic look, so that's what we're going for. And this is what my bunny looks like, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint them all in white, like a washed off white, and it's gonna look so pretty, guys. Just wait and see what else I'm gonna do with these bunnies. Now I have this acrylic paint in burnt orange, and I don't like that it's satin, but it's what I have and I love the color, and it kind of matches the wreath we just made, the carrot wreath, so it's going to be perfect. I am using that same brush with the thick bristles, that way I get that same look and it should look just like this. Wait and see how the details are going to make these little figures pop. This is not it. Whoops, and I forgot to show y'all what color I'm using on the carrot leaves, and I'm using a dark green, and it's an acrylic paint as well. I am going to be making little lines on my carrot just to add some detail, and I'm using a very thin brush, and I'm doing this on all my carrots. I'm using the same Whisper that we used for the bunnies, and with that same little thin brush, I'm going to add a few little lines to the top of the greenery of the carrot just to add some details. Now I had this chalk paint from Dollar Tree, and even though it's actually chalkboard paint, it's gonna work. And with an embossing tool, I'm gonna be doing little eyes on my little rabbits. And I'm gonna do little whiskers and a little squiggly line on one of the ears. I'm gonna add a little nose to my rabbit with this cafe latte and with my same embossing tool. And I'm gonna add a little bit of pink to one of the little rabbit's ears, and I'm gonna do the same to all of the rest. When done, don't forget to seal all of your work with your favorite sealer. This is the final reveal. I'm loving the transformation. It's totally farmhouse, totally rustic, and it totally fits the country vibe. What do you think? Our third DIY is a bunny basket that can be used for a gift basket, for your kids' room, for a blanket, or just for decor. And we are going to be using this little trash bin from Dollar Tree. It's wire, and this microfiber cleaning cloth, which I also purchased at Dollar Tree. This cloth is pretty long, it's pretty big, so it's going to be enough to cover the inside of my basket. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut this cloth in half, and I'm going to start gluing to the inside. Add a little bit of hot glue to the edges of your cloth, and you can start gluing to the edges of your basket. And do the same to the other half of your cloth. Now I did notice that I have a little gap and a little space that needs to be covered with that cloth. So I'm gonna cut a little bit off of one of my cloths. That way I can cover that part up. And all I'm gonna be doing is adding a little bit of glue to the edges of that little microfiber cloth I cut out and gluing to that little spot that is still open and bare. Now I'm gonna glue it from the bottom just so it's all sealed together. I'm gonna just add a little bit of glue so everything is attached, all of my little cloths. As you can see, I glued it together, not to the basket, so it's able to just pop right out. So now we're going to be using this mop head, which I purchased at Dollar Tree, and you're only going to be using one. That's all I'm going to be using, and it's cotton. And what we're going to do first is we're going to remove that plastic with some pliers and simply just split the strands in half. That way you can expose that little plastic we need to cut, and it should be on one of the sides, and just cut that right off, and it should just pop off and all of the strands should come loose just like so. And I've also done other DIYs with this particular mop head, so go ahead and check out my other videos. I did a Santa head with this one, so go check that out. Okay guys, so what I'm doing here is I'm simply gluing the strands down little by little. You don't want the glue to get on your cloth, so make sure you remove it every time you glue. And you're just gonna glue to the actual basket, and then on your second strand you don't have to glue to the basket, just glue on to the strands. Guys, and I chose this particular DIY because I was looking for that rustic look, but I didn't have enough twine for this particular basket, so I had to change my material, and I went with this mop head or the mop strands, which worked just as well, guys. But I wanted to go for more rustic look, so I am gonna add a little bit of twine to the bottom to just kind of give it that vibe still. And that's why I actually chose this particular DIY, to stick to my theme. But that's okay because it all worked out. We always fix it and we always make it happen, right, crafters? So here's where I'm gonna add that jute cord or twine. It's actually like twine but thicker, and I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap it around to the bottom of my basket to give it that more rustic feel that I was actually initially going for. And this is what it looks like, and it just adds another texture, and just it's a little different now. So now I had these buttons that I purchased at Dollar Tree a while back, and I'm gonna go ahead and choose 2 buttons for my little bunny's eyes. I had this brown yarn, and I'm going to use it for the whiskers. I'm also going to be using this felt for the little bunny's nose. So all I'm doing is I'm drawing the little nose, which I don't even know why I did this because I didn't even stick to this shape. I ended up doing an oval nose, but you get the idea. I had some pink yarn, and I'm just going to use that for my bunny's mouth. And now with my brown felt, I'm going to give my bunny some whiskers. I wasn't sure how I was going to be making the ears, so I actually initially did my mold with felt, with white felt, but I actually only used it for a mold or a template. I ended up using another microfiber cloth for the ears so they could have that nice soft look and feel, and it could add another texture. So here I'm just tracing the template I've made for myself, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut these little ears out and glue them together. And I like them because they're nice and floppy, and it just makes the bunny look cuter. And once again, the ears are made out of microfiber cloth from Dollar Tree. Here I am gluing the ears down. I've already glued the first one, but I'm still going to show you what they both look like. And we're about to see the final look, so stick around. This is the final look. You can use the basket to put a little blanket in it or anything you'd like. It could be also for a kid's room. I don't know, guys, but I love my little bunny. It's so unique. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you'll be making it or if you really liked this DIY. Our fourth DIY is a wooden bunny, and I bought this bunny at Dollar Tree, and at first I was gonna do a lot with it, but I decided to keep it simple, y'all, because I think that's gonna match the decor and the DIYs that we did today. So I'm gonna be painting her little or his little tail in titanium white, and I'm also gonna be painting the little ears in the same color. I had some thin twine, so I'm gonna add it around my bunny's neck for a final detail. But we're not done yet. I'm gonna add a little detail, and here comes our secret word. Okay, so I wanted to add a word that we use in Texas a lot, and that word is y'all. If you live in Texas, you are gonna end up saying y'all. So my secret word is y'all. So you have to comment it below. Remember to use it in a sentence. Remember to go to the other crafters pages to also comment their secret word to have chances to win one of the giveaways. And these are actually my husband's hands. He helped me add these letters and he did amazing. I think you guys remember him being in my last video too. I think it looks really pretty. Please mention him below and let him know he did really great, y'all. So guys, this is what we decided to do. We also decided to add the little Texas symbol, the state, but I think it was too big, so we removed it and then did it again. I didn't show that part, but you'll see the end results. It's very simple. It's a very simple DIY, but I really think that simple sometimes goes a long way. This neutral color of the bunny is just perfect for this look, and I think it matches with any of your decor. And this is the final look, and this is how I incorporated the Texas symbol into my sign, and I made it a little smaller. What do you think? I hope you enjoyed all my DIYs. I tried focusing on Texas, and we like country, we like rustic, and I incorporated a little farmhouse. Let me know if I did good. Let me know which one was your favorite. If you make one, please tag me on Instagram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, let's connect. I'd like to be friends. And if you liked this video, please push that like. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps my channel, and share with crafty friends. During these crazy times, I hope crafting brings you some sense of joy, and I'd like to remind you of Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Thank you so much for crafting with me. Don't forget to spread love, kindness, and stay crafty.